So this might just be pink bread. TikTok, why did you lie to me? Bree here, and today I'm going to be trying out some of the best viral food trends of 2020. And since Christmas is a week away, of course, these are going to be Christmas themed. So starting off, this one I'm really excited to see if it works or not. It is 2-ingredient ice cream bread. And here, I will show you the TikTok. Okay, so you preheat the oven to 350, which I've already done. And it's 2 cups ice cream, 1 1/3 cup of self-rising flour. You put it in the pan, you add sprinkles, and you put it in for like 40 minutes. And that is super easy. I cannot believe that there's a bread that is that easy to make. So I hope my ice cream has softened enough. I've had it sitting out for a while now. Get in there. Okay, I'm gonna put this back in the freezer so that I can have ice cream later to go with my ice cream bread, and rinse off. Okay, so now I have the self-rising flour, and I think if you don't have self-rising flour, you can make it using baking powder. I don't know the exact measurements that you need, but I think it's pretty simple to make if you don't have it on hand. So yeah, it is 1 1/3 cup of the flour. Okay, so you just like mix it together. Okay, and now of course I'm gonna be putting in some Christmas sprinkles to make it Christmassy. I'll do the glittery because it comes out so fast, so I don't want to put it on top of anything. There we go, and the red. It's actually like just turning it color, so that's cool. Now everything's just turning pink. So this might just be pink bread. Oh cool, I was a little worried about this pan being too small, but it is perfect. Well, I'm gonna put this in the oven for about 40 minutes and we'll see how it does. Okay, so while we are on the 2-ingredient trend, let's move on to the 2-ingredient bagel. And I love bagels, but I've never made them myself before. It just seemed too complicated. But 2 ingredients, that's pretty awesome. So let's see how they do this. Okay, so 1 cup self-rising flour, 1 cup Greek yogurt, and that's it. You mix that together, then you knead it, you separate it, you roll it out, you put some seasoning on it. I don't have the everything seasoning, I'll probably just do like garlic. How crazy is that? All right, so back with the self-rising flour. I think that's the secret to the whole 2-ingredient thing, is when you have self-rising flour, you can do anything. Anything's possible. Then 1 cup plain Greek yogurt. Probably wouldn't be very good if you put like strawberry Greek yogurt or something in there. Okay, and then we just mix this together. Of course, I want this to be Christmassy, so I'm going to be making it Christmas colors, kind of channeling the rainbow bagel trend, which I have always wanted to try, so I'm super excited about doing this. Okay, oh boy. Ooh, green. Oh my, this is so sticky. The TikToks I watched made this look way easier. Maybe I should have coated my hands in flour first. So guys, always put flour down when you're doing stuff like this. TikTok, why did you lie to me? To which the TikTokers say, why didn't you put down flour, you idiots? I thought it. I'm like, I should probably put down flour. Then I'm like, no, I'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna wash the green off my hands and then I will repeat my mistakes with the red. Hey, look at this. Flour. The blood of my enemies. Okay, so now we want to divide it into 4. There we go, we have our 4 bagels. Roll this baby out. We can get it to really twist. That'll look very nice and Christmassy. And then we just make it stick together at the end. And there's our first bagel. All right, so the bagels are made.
So I'm really sorry, but my mic died on me, so I'm just going to voice over this next bit. So here I am just coating the bagels with egg and then seasoning them with some garlic powder that I went a little crazy with. And now I am talking about how beautiful they look and that I will put them in the oven for 32 minutes. So I couldn't do a TikTok food compilation without including the famous viral pancake cereal. So that is what I'm going to be doing next. And I already prepared the batter because I'm pretty sure everyone knows how to make pancakes. If you need a recipe, I highly recommend Betty Crocker. It's what I've been using since I was a kid. And here I am just adding some Christmas sprinkles to make it Christmassy. And now I am just squirting out the little baby pancakes and reminiscing about how when I was a kid, every Saturday morning, my mom and I would make pancakes, and then I would watch my Saturday morning cartoons. And we would generally make one pancake that was teeny tiny, and I would always want to eat that. And in my mind, it tasted better than the rest of the pancakes. So this really reminds me of that, and it makes me just really happy. And so what TikTok does not tell you is that these are so difficult to flip. Seriously, I had such trouble with this. So here is my bowl of mini pancakes, and then I will be putting syrup on them closer to when I am eating them. So I obviously could not make this video full of Christmassy food without including Christmas cookies. So I found these cookies that are supposed to be super easy to make and taste just like hot chocolates. Super easy cookie recipe, tastes like hot cocoa, impossible to mess up. We'll see about that. So preheat to 350, 1 cup sugar, 2 egg whites. Well, I wrote it down, so it's okay. Whip it. Whip it good. Gotta get those stiff peaks. So it's like a meringue, basically. And then you add some chocolate chips. So you put it in the oven, and then you turn off the oven. And you leave it in there 3 to 16 hours. So firstly, I am separating my 2 egg whites, which I'm always super nervous about doing. And now I am just whipping that until it is nice and foamy, and then I'm adding half a teaspoon of cream of tartar to make it shiny, and then I'm adding half of the sugar, which is half a cup, and then I am mixing that up until it is combined. And then I am adding the second half cup of sugar. And then I am just blending that up until we get those stiff peaks, being very careful, of course, not to overmix it. So here you see that I've blended it to the stiff peaks. And now I am just measuring out a cup of chocolate chips. And now I just mix that all up nicely. And she piped it in the TikTok, but I don't have the talent and patience for that, so I'm just spooning it out. No, it will not look as nice, but I'm sure it will still taste just as good. Okay, so now I have them all spooned out, and I'm going to put them in the oven for 3 to 16 hours, which is a lot of time. So with all this food, I am going to need a drink. So I found on TikTok the recipe for whipped strawberry milk, which just sounded really interesting to me. So it's 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, 1 tablespoon of the strawberry Nesquik. You whip it up, you put ice in a glass, pour in milk, and then you top it with this. Then you mix it up a little, and it's super fancy. So firstly, I am measuring out a half cup of heavy whipping cream. Yes, I said it wrong while reacting to the TikTok. And now I am putting in 2 tablespoons of strawberry Nesquik, which I just commented on the fact that it smells like artificial strawberries, which isn't that surprising. So now I just mix that up until it is the appropriate thickness like we saw in that TikTok. And now, since I'm making all these Christmassy, this kind of gave me a Winter Wonderland vibe. So I am drawing a snowman on the glass, even though I have no artistic skills. So I find it a little strange that there's ice in the milk. I don't even like ice in my soda because I feel like it waters it down. But I'm just sticking to the recipe here and pouring that out. And now I am topping it with the whipped strawberry, which is more difficult than the TikTok made it look. And I am topping it with some marshmallows as my own personal touch. And here is the final product. And so I was a little nervous about trying it because I'm not really a fan of strawberry milk. but it was actually pretty good. It had a really interesting consistency to it, and I ended up really liking it. I was pleasantly surprised by that. Highly recommend, especially if you like strawberry milk. So now I am putting the syrup on my pancakes and getting to try my pancake cereal, which, look at that. The Christmas sprinkles just give that hint of Christmas peeking through, and I loved this. Like I said before, I always loved the mini pancakes, and so it just reminded me of that, and I honestly prefer it to eating pancakes normally, even though they taste exactly the same. I just like how these are bite-sized. So now we have our ice cream bread, which I'm so sad that I forgot to put sprinkles on before I put it in the oven. Here's what it looks like sliced, kind of like pink bread, since I put in the wrong sprinkles. And I was very surprised when I tried this that it wasn't that sweet. Like, it tasted just like bread. It was literal bread, not much ice cream to it. There was some sweetness to it, but I honestly think that's more from the sprinkles than the ice cream. And now I am so happy with how these bagels look. They are so gorgeous. And oh my, they tasted delicious. I mean, look at my face there. I was blown away by just the texture of it, the flavor. Oh, it was so good. Possibly the best bagel I've ever had.
All right, so it has been nearly 4 hours, so I'm going to go ahead and get the cookies out of the oven. So here we have them. Like I said, not as pretty as hers, but they just look like little clouds. So I'm very curious about them. I love meringue cookies, so I know they're going to be good. But the TikTok said that they taste like hot cocoa. And I don't know if I believe that, because they're just meringues with chocolate chips in them. How's that going to make them taste like hot cocoa? That's good. I see where they're going with the hot cocoa thing too. I want to say it tastes exactly like hot cocoa, but I could see where people are getting the hot cocoa vibe from. I am really happy. I think that everything I made today was a success. Like, I don't even know what my favorite would be. Probably the bagels or these cookies. One of the two. Will you be trying out any of these recipes? Let me know in the comments down below, and also let me know your favorite Christmas desserts. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, and if you want to keep watching, there should be another video popping up right here. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe to become a part of the Ineffable community, because you are ineffable.